Hi everybody and welcome back to another Royal Reviewer transmission. Today is the 23rd of March 2023 and I didn't know if I was going to make a video today, but I decided to because obviously Prince William, well you might not know, but Prince William has made a secret trip to Poland. Now this is obviously at the request of the British government. I do have some information to read later and I will talk about the different things that Prince William has been doing. I should now say the Prince of Wales, shouldn't I? The Prince of Wales has been doing in Poland. But headline of the day, what's more surprising than a secret trip to Poland at the request of the British government, but Prince William has stunned customers, apparently, if you believe this article, as he enjoys a great night having dinner at an LGBT restaurant, choosing a £7.50 dish during a surprise trip to Poland. So basically, he's gone to a gay restaurant. Now, why not? Why not? Now, I briefly had a quick scan of the article, and it seems like what happened was a lot of his, I suppose, party that he travelled with booked this restaurant, and he decided, rather than staying at the hotel where he's residing currently, why not just go out with the staff and have a meal? So he ended up in an LGBT restaurant. Not that any of this matters, of course, but anyway, it's just something perhaps that you wouldn't expect the Prince of Wales to go to. So Prince William stunned Polish diners. I mean, just imagine being there and obviously knowing that William is in the country, but then there he is eating in the restaurant right next to you. I mean, you really would be stunned. Arriving at an LGBTQ plus restaurant for £7.50. Well, you can't accuse him of being a spendthrift, can you? £7.50, that's not too bad to put on the expenses, while making a surprise visit to the country. Pictures from now I'm going to have to try and say this correctly, the Butero Bistro in Warsaw showed the Prince of Wales sitting around a table with a group of Kensington Palace staff while placing an order with a waiter. Well, I'm glad to see that he's able and has the life skills to order by himself. The images were shared by a local who, along with the photograph, wrote, "Warsaw can surprise. I ate dinner today with the Prince." They were quickly picked up by local media who shared their surprise at the royal appearance. So these photos are obviously all over social media. A source told the publication that wrote the article I'm reading from now that William had asked to join Kensington Palace staff for dinner at a local restaurant they had booked nearby. So obviously this restaurant must have a good reputation for the staff to have booked it. I'm imagining there's quite a few probably LGBTQ plus staffers working at the palace, so no surprise there really. The team from Kensington Palace booked a local restaurant near where they were working, and the Prince decided to join them. The source said he asked them what they were doing and then asked to come along. It was a great night by all accounts. Oh, I wish I was there. Don't you wish you were there? I want to party with the Prince, I really do. Not that I don't think he was partying. He was just having a meal. But yeah, I would have loved to have been there. The team really appreciated him asking to join them. I mean, it's nice that he can let... Now, I'm going to use the term, don't pull me up on this. Don't pull me up, my loves. I'm going to take a sip from my Queen Elizabeth mug. He can let his hair down. You know, it's a good sign, you know, from the future king. There we go. It's a good sign. He can let his hair down, so to speak. So the local who shared the image joked that he was wondering what to order, but that the service here is great. The service here is great and helpful. I think they might mean server. I'm not entirely sure. But no. Have you ever heard of that challenge that's going around? Well, it's been going around for years now on YouTube, where you order what the person in front of you ordered at a drive-through. If I was there that night, I would have said, "I'll have whatever he had over there," and I would have had exactly the same thing. You just would, wouldn't you? You just would. So it is valuable that he supported the community so abused by the current authorities in Poland. Yes. Let's be serious for a moment. It is, yeah, absolutely. They added, referring to the Polish government's crackdown on LGBTQ plus rights, which has been criticised by rights groups and the EU. Yes, I mean, we are in a crazy place in the world where, certain freedoms and rights that I think we have grown accustomed to in the West, sometimes it's, things can be reversed. And, in some places, things have either come to a standstill, a plateau, or they're going backwards. So I think William showing his support in such a public way, even though he was just out for dinner, but just the fact that he, using sort of his position, whether or not he had this in mind or not, I don't know. I don't think it was that contrived. I think it is just a case of the staff were having dinner here, I will join you. But just his presence of, just being there in that sort of space, has really, it might help. It really might help. Let's not underestimate the power of influence. And although I wouldn't quite class the royal family as influencers in the quite the modern way that we know through Instagram and social media, but I would say that the royal family, for its whole history, has influenced culture. And hopefully, William knows that the impact of his influence and what that can have, not just on the culture back in Britain, but around the world as well. It is a global stage. So the visibility is very, very, very important for these issues. And of course, Diana, his mother, his late mother, was, an advocate for gay rights and, and the sort of trying to destigmatize certain issues such as AIDS and HIV. So, it's definitely in William, and William is also his mother's son, shall we say. So the bistro advertises itself as your queer space with comfort food, while its logo is made up of the colours of the rainbow. The central Warsaw venue organises karaoke nights for drag queens and has gathered a cult following for its opposition to the government's conservative views. Oh, that would have been fun. Imagine if it had been karaoke night and William would got up and, I don't know, sung a song. What do you think William's song would be of choice? I don't know. What would it be? What would it be? I don't know. So apparently this restaurant bar opened in November last year and is promoting itself as an LGBTQ plus friendly place with a neon rainbow coloured sign. The owner said that the restaurant is an inclusive space where everyone can feel good. He said, we had absolutely no idea they were coming, so there can't have been any scouting that was taking place. Perhaps, obviously, the police protection didn't expect William to go along. But then a bodyguard appeared, oh, here we go, and said that this wasn't going to be a Daisy birthday party. And then Prince William walked in. So there we go. So there was a mini recce before he entered. They said they had a good time. They spent 3 hours here, so a decent amount of time. It wasn't just lip service with the other guests that were already here. He ate a sandwich in a braided roll with pulled pork, and he ate everything. So I think he like, well, there you go. We can rest safe in the knowledge that William did not go hungry that night. He went to bed with a full stomach. Offering butter-based dishes, the simplest item on the menu is fresh bread with lard in 3 flavours for the equivalent of £3.50. The future king of, well, William splashed out then at £7.50. The future king of England's, now I'm going to butcher this. I'm going to have a go in Polish, so please don't come for me. He had a kanapka chash dish, cost the equivalent of just under £7.50. I know I said that completely wrong. According to the bistro's menu, the chorka bread sandwich, the Polish version of challah bread, could have a filling of either pulled pork or jackfruit and is served with fries and garlic mayo. So there we go. I'll share. Obviously, I will have shared some photographs of this, but I also wanted to go to the official Twitter account of the Prince and Princess of Wales and just read a little bit. So it is a surprise visit, although it will have been planned in advance. It will have been at the request of the British government. Of course, the royal family is often used as what's called a soft power tool. So although the royal family themselves are non-political, they do have to mingle with politics when required to do so by the government. Either the king himself or the Prince and Princess of Wales, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the Royal Princess Anne. Anybody can be sent all around the world on these foreign visits. They're not holidays. They're not holidays, people. They are at the request of the British government. They are official business. So this will have been planned definitely in advance. So 20 hours ago, let's wind back, it was announced, and they shared some pictures on the Twitter account, and they said, this afternoon, I travelled to Poland to meet British and Polish troops, where I heard about their extraordinary work in support of Ukraine. My message to them on behalf of all of us, thank you. So I will share, obviously, those pictures. And the same message, I think, was repeated in Polish. I think that is. Then I scroll up a little bit more let's go to 15 hours ago. The welcoming community and supportive volunteers here are doing so much to help those in need. It's clear to see how the 300 Ukrainian women and children staying here can remain so positive, having experienced such hardships. So this visit is vitally important to show that support. And then 2 hours ago, obviously this is, I think, the final day, in memory of all those who have lost their lives and in thanks to all who have served and continue to do so around the world, William laid a wreath. Now, it's important to notice that he is now laying a wreath with the Prince of Wales feathers on. Of course, his father, as Prince of Wales previously, the previous incumbent, used to lay a wreath. We used to see it, for example, Remembrance Sunday, we used to see him laying a wreath with the Prince of Wales feathers. Now William has the right to do that as the Prince of Wales. So he attended a service ceremony today where he laid a wreath. And although William can't physically do something to help, just by doing a simple act of gratitude to the service that people and the dedication that our troops are putting into this effort, it doesn't go unnoticed, and that is something that people will be able to draw some strength from. Now, of course, the visit isn't over yet. Just an hour ago, the website also posted a tweet saying, expressing my thanks for the ongoing generosity and hospitality of the Polish people, and we get to see a picture there. So, like I say, it is very, very, very important. And, I think what we're seeing is William stepping up to the plate. Now as Prince of Wales, as Duke of Cornwall, as, the next in line to the throne, we're seeing him taking on a more worldwide role within the institution of the British monarchy. The government of the day, of course, at the moment Conservative, is utilising and using the royals in a way that I've just spoke about, this kind of soft power around the world. And it does go to show, the impact of the modern royal family, not just at home here in the UK, but abroad too. Now, you may or may not have noticed the jewellery that I'm wearing today. I am wearing the Australian wattle brooch. It's got beautiful kind of yellow stones, I'm not sure if you can see, mixed in with the diamonds. It's in a wattle design. The Queen has wore it on numerous occasions. But I'm also debuting a new piece of jewellery today. I haven't worn this tiara yet. It's from my new collection of tiaras. And it is, of course, a replica of the Greville tiara. Now, of course, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, inherited this. She added certain details to the top, but it was left to her by a Mrs. Greville. And it's a gorgeous big tiara. In more recent years, obviously, the late Queen inherited it off the Queen Mother, and then it was pretty much on long-term loan to Camilla as Duchess of Cornwall. And it's just a really big, beautiful statue tiara. In fact, it's probably one of my biggest. I just love it. I just think it's really gorgeous. And you can see it over my hair, which is amazing, because my hair is normally quite big. So I really do love this kind of big piece tiara. And I don't think we've seen the ends of it yet. I think we're going to see it on Camilla for many, many, many years to come. So thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and of course do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah to you all, and goodbye.